Welcome to Bus Around the Globe, Weekend Edition. I am your host Sana. Canada, like many other parts of the world, is experiencing the impacts of climate change, and one of the most obvious and plain to see effects have been the wildfires. The wildfires have raged long and hard this summer, and the smoke has crept all the way up to Norway. Smoke from Canadian wildfires has been detected thousands of kilometers away in Norway, the Scandinavian country's Climate and Environmental Research Institute, NILU, claimed a few days ago. To tackle the worst wildfires in the last 10 years, Canada has activated the EU Civil Protection Mechanism, requesting European assistance. In an immediate response, France, Portugal and Spain deployed almost 300 firefighters via the mechanism. An expert from the EU's Emergency Response Coordination Centre, ERCC, is also on the ground to help coordinate the European-level response. As of 28 June 2023, more than 4 million hectares of forest have been burned, and more than 100,000 people have been evacuated from their homes. But why are the wildfires of Canada garnering world headlines this year? It is because of the impact on air quality of America. Smoke from Canadian wildfires shrouded US cities in a noxious haze for days at a stretch, delaying flights and disrupting outdoor events. Thick skies and a burning smell hung over the US capital Washington, with parts of the mid-Atlantic region reaching code maroon, the highest category of the Air Quality Index, AQI, signaling hazardous conditions. This exceeded some of the most polluted cities in the world in South Asia and China, leading many residents to wear masks to protect their health. Though improving, conditions aren't expected to return to normal until the weekend. More than 111 million people in cities including New York in the United States were living under air quality alerts due to the fires, the Environmental Protection Agency said Thursday. But are these wildfires getting worse with time? Let's look at the data to answer this question. Here are some details of wildfires in Canada in the last 10 years. In 2013, the most destructive wildfire in Canadian history occurred in Fort McMurray, Alberta, burning over 58,000 hectares and displacing over 80,000 people. In 2014, the year saw the second most destructive wildfire in Canadian history, the Slave Lake Fire, which burned over 43,000 hectares and displaced over 20,000 people. In 2015, the year saw a record number of wildfires in Canada, with over 100,000 fires burning over 2.5 million hectares. But then in 2016, there were relatively low number of wildfires in Canada, with just over 60,000 fires burning over 1.5 million hectares. In 2017, the year saw a slight increase in the number of wildfires in Canada, with over 70,000 fires burning over 2 million hectares. In 2018, there was a significant increase in the number of wildfires in Canada, with over 100,000 fires burning over 2.5 million hectares. This pattern continued over 2019, 2021, and 2022, with millions of hectares going up in smoke, with only a slight dip in 2020. And this year, as we told you, more than 4 million hectares of forest have been burnt. The data shows that the number of wildfires in Canada has more or less been increasing in recent years, and the area burned has also been increasing. Now let's understand why our wildfires was this year. Much of Canada has experienced record heat and drought in recent months, creating ideal conditions for wildfires to start and spread. Climate change is making the weather in Canada more extreme, with longer and hotter summers and shorter and drier winters. This is leading to more frequent and intense wildfires. Climate change can also influence fire behavior, making wildfires more severe and challenging to control. The wildfires in Canada are expected to become more frequent and intense in the future. The Canadian government is taking steps to address the wildfire problem, but more needs to be done to prevent and suppress wildfires. Do tell us what you think about this video in comments section, and for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.